What's up, you guys? It's PhiDX. We have wrapped up day 2 of the Tekken World Tour Finals. Absolutely incredible gameplay out here today. Day 1 was the last chance qualifier. Spoiler for my last video, if you don't know already, Joe Crush from America ended up taking the last chance qualifier and filled the 20th spot in this Tekken World Tour Finals. At the end of this video, I'm going to reveal the top 8 bracket that is going to be our tournament for tomorrow. So I'll give you a spoiler warning before then. But one of my favorite matches from this round-robin group stage, I'll explain the format in a sec, is Arslan Ash versus Anakin. An absolutely incredible set. Let me talk about the format really briefly, and then I'll play the set. So, I mentioned before that Joe Crush took the 20th spot. There were 4 groups of 5, and the top 2 from each make it out into the top 8 bracket. Now, the weird part about this format that was introduced last year is that each game counts. So it's not just beat your opponent. If you drop a game, you are at risk of not qualifying compared to somebody who 2-0s every opponent. So it's a very high stakes, almost first to one style tournament. The fact that they're first to 2 sets doesn't really matter. Every single game counts. The results were absolutely insane. Again, I'm going to reveal the results at the end, give a spoiler warning, but I really want to talk about Arslan's surprise picks. This was so exciting. Game 1 against Anakin. Arslan picks Nina Williams. If you don't know, this is his original main character, and the way he plays her is actually really, really cool. Very active. You don't see this style of Nina out of Jod from France or out of Victim from the US. Arslan is playing a lot of quick pokes and a lot of keep out and using his classic aggressive Pakistani style in ways that are very foreign. So he lands a down forward 2 there on keep out. And Anakin obviously is not a stranger to Nina, but I don't think anybody outside of Pakistan has a lot of experience against Arslan's Nina. So this is definitely a first time thing. Forward 1, Nina doing the rage drive. 10 seconds. Counter hit slide, but no conversion. I think that's a big body issue. Jack's head is too small. Big whiff on wipe the floor, and Anakin is ready to punish it. Very, very sick. Oh, my fault. Didn't mean to click on that. This laptop setup's killing me. Look at that. He's got the while standing 1 loops on lock. Arslan is so cracked, man. Wall jump attempt from Anakin. The full string does not hit. Last hit has a mix-up between a mid and a low. Jackhammer catches Nina. So here, if you don't know anti-jack, double low. The standard anti-jack is you're going to sidewalk left to the jackhammer, and sidewalk left the down back 1, and sidewalk left the full crouch lows. You might think, hey, is jack kind of linear? Is that kind of easy? No, because his down forward 2 tracks to the right. So Nina has to, Arslan on Nina has to juggle that if he's choosing defensive movement. But it's not so easy either as just picking between those things because Jack has the 2 jab. As you saw, he has the back 2. And all of these moves, low, high, mid, all come out at different timings. Sidestep 2 is another incredible move, hitting from so far, and in this case, wall splatting and giving a combo. So Jack not only has this insane mix-up game, he has a lot of dominance in neutral with his huge range, his giant arms. So what that means is fighting Jack often means playing the game on his terms or adjusting to the Jack's patterns. And the Jack, because he's more of a poke character, even if he does hit a down forward 2, the damage isn't that explosive. He is constantly trying to abuse your habits. Arslan gets a float down forward 1, but is not ready for it. Wipe the floor, dodged, and then Anakin ducks the string here. Incredible clutch. Look at this. Jumping over the low. This is a scramble situation, right? So maintaining composure in these situations is really, really hard. Nina runs up, does down forward 3, and Anakin is still ready to duck the string. This is experience, this is practice, this is all lots of things that you guys can definitely aspire to do, and I aspire to do. Arslan does the string into the punch parry, up forward 3, and now he's just moving in his face. Like, he can tell that Anakin is chilling, and then when he does finally bait a response here, he did a back swing with the natural sway back into a launcher. 1-2-1. Anakin fighting out of the wall. Big windup. Jackhammer. Another key move from Jack that is, like I said, sidewalk to the left. But Arslan is finding these amazing keep out timings. Running away, and then catching Anakin's attack timing. Usually when people kind of close the distance here, look at what happens here. Watch the character's spacing. Usually when characters close the distance here, the inclination is to block, right? This is kind of the natural response because somebody runs up to you, it's likely that the defender is going to put out a keep out attack, right? So the mind game here is you run up, the opponent does keep out, and you stand and block, and then you don't get hit. Alternatively, the attacker can just run in and attack, right? So in this case, Anakin ran in and probably expected Arslan to block. So he stops and goes into crouch to begin some kind of mix-up. But Arslan pays the forward movement no respect and just pokes him out of it and kills him. Part of the Pakistani confidence and style is to just disrespect your opponent's defense and like movement and just clip them out of what they're doing. The hitboxes in Tekken 7 are so strong and it really complements that style. Facing out from far away, trying to hit the poison mist. Nice low block from Anakin. Anakin tries to clip Arslan with this down forward 2, similar style of play, trying to snipe him on the forward movement. But he does not have Arslan's exact timing here. Disrespects the down forward 1-2 with a forward 2. Nice little healthy life lead, and Anakin is not trying to run into any nonsense that Arslan will do. There we see a small sidestep left on that full crouch down back 1. Right there. Very crucial. But nobody forcing anything. Arslan very aware that a down forward 2 could end his life, and this time Anakin catches him. What was the movement? Anakin read that Arslan would dash attack, which is what happened in that last interaction, if you remember. Right? They closed the gap and Arslan mashed. So Anakin attempts to close the gap, but puts the hitbox out sooner. And counter hits. The down forward 1 from Arslan Ash. Boom. So, surprise pick from Arslan. He picked Nina, and Anakin was prepared for it. So who will Arslan pick next? Is he going to go back to the Kunimitsu? Is he going to go back to the Savina? I see a weird smile on his face. He's nodding. The crowd was cheering USA, USA, and he was nodding along with it. That was what that was. So, surely, Arslan is going to get serious, right? He's going to go back to picking what the characters he's known for. You know, the ones winning. Zafina, Kunimitsu, Kazumi maybe, right? He's got a lot of characters he could play. But, obviously, I wouldn't be teasing you guys like this if there weren't a surprise ready to happen. Noctis, Lucis, Tylon. Wait a minute, what? Indeed, from MYK. I was in the crowd. I screamed, "Let's go, Noctis!" And everybody looked at me like a weirdo. I should have, you know, more loyalty to the country would have been good. But, Arslan has been practicing Noctis. Maybe in part due to me, maybe not. Real talk, I have been talking to Arslan about Noctis. And he keeps telling me don't make a YouTube video on it because he doesn't want to give away his strategies before the finals. But as you can see, what did I mention before? How important sidewalk left is against him, against Jack. Down forward 1, down forward 1. Sidewalk left after the forward 1+2, beating the jackhammer. Nice. So I've already told the story a bunch about how I went to Burbank, the Evo showcase, and played with a bunch of these pros. I played Arslan a bunch with my Noctis. So we talked about combos, we talked about situations. Not going to go into too many specifics, but, you know, out of courtesy, he asked me not to. But here it is. The Noctis in action. Will we see it at the finals? I don't know if he's going to pick it. I think he's holding it as a possible pick, but it's hard to say. Forward 1. Back 2, counter hit by Anakin. He tries the spear. He has the spacing trap. Yes! He spaced it out. 1-2-2 is not the combo there. What he should do, I get to backseat here for sure because he's played me enough to know. He should just do a 1+2, or he should do down forward 4-2. Right here. That's how you convert the wall here. Down forward 4-2 after a run up. It's pretty good. I would just hit 1+2 here. So misses the wall combo. Nice block by Anakin. Not the right punish. Debug killing Arslan Ash. Now, what I love is that I've played Anakin multiple times on Noctis. I've won the first time, but every time after that, Anakin has bodied me. So Anakin understands my defensive timing. He understands how I like to play. So I'm actually really watching how Arslan Ash does this. And what I'm noticing right away is Arslan Ash is using hitboxes nonstop. He's not afraid that the opponent's going to sidestep right his down forward 1 like I am. Instead, he's just throwing out a bunch of hitboxes and then putting out the forward 1+2 on a timing where he backdashes or sidesteps traditionally. So if he's normally sidestepping or backdashing, it makes it so that the opponent has to run in to follow him. That's what makes the counter hit so effective, is if you decide not to backdash and just do the move instead, you'll catch them running into you and swinging. Kind of one of the fundamentals of getting counter hits is the threat of the whiff makes somebody chase you. When somebody chases you, it slows down their button, you get the counter hit. Now Arslan's stepping right and left. This is a really cool little Jack awareness thing. Not really a Noctis or Arslan specific thing. He walks left and tries to hit him, or he walks left and punishes the whiff. And instead of walking left again, after this hitbox, he goes right. Because Anakin has died or gotten hit by a sidewalk left multiple times. The down forward 2 would track that. So Arslan is reading Anakin, counter-reading him. In this case, Anakin did not bite, and therefore did not die. But also, Arslan didn't take much punishment for it, right? So ultimately, Arslan making these reads did not cost him a lot, and that's kind of what makes this play so good. Big duck on the string, counter hit down forward 4 does not confirm. Very, very fast play coming from Anakin. Demo Man going mid. Down jab. It's not over. Debug rage. Oh, standing forward. Rage drive kills. He had the gun loaded and just had to find the frames and the position. While standing forward, not giving enough frames to mash, Anakin decides to disengage. And unfortunately, Arslan reclaimed the wall position. By the way, they have themed drinks at these events. And one of the Red Bull drinks is called Blue Stuff. They also had one called the Devil Gene. They're pretty good. That was completely unrelated. If you have a chance to come out to the finals, I highly recommend it. The energy is great. And I'm going to cover some more moments later, too. Back 2. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, a little Joe Crush action. That Power Crush is a Joe Crush specialty. Arslan tries to finish the string. Sidewalk left again. Very, very good timing and awareness from Arslan. 1-2, and look at this. He's just oppressing Jack with these hitboxes. The threat of Noctis' range probably turns off Jack's 2-jabbing. And if Jack isn't 2-jabbing, Noctis can just use his pokes almost like a very budget Kazumi. Or to whiff punish. Huge awareness from Arslan. Running 1+2 whiff. Small punish, though. 1-2-2. Disrespect. This is the Pakistani special. Down back 1. Anakin has frames. Disrespect from Arslan. 1-2-2. Roll threat, but does not commit to the slide. That's honestly the best use of the roll. This is Anakin's specialty, too. Look at the Arslan does this, and then he immediately sidewalks to the left. Anakin dashes prior to doing this low to realign, right? Look at this. Noctis, sidewalk left. Anakin is dashing and then crouching, and that gives him the tracking to catch this sidewalk left. Tekken fundamentals, but for a guy like Anakin, this stuff always is so impressive because he's just so clean at it. This is all second nature at this point. Down back 1, immediate timing. Small sidestep left from Arslan on Noctis, beating the while standing forward. Back 2 does not confirm. I'm spitting words right now, bro. Like everything is just coming out. It's flowing because it's a character I know and it's a matchup I know. Really, really cool. Down back 1, 1+2, up forward 4. Oh, Rage Drive gets stuffed, and this is the Jack range specialty. This is something that Noctis players have to adjust to, usually because they're not used to getting hit when they try to shoot their gun at that range. Very fascinating is Arslan forcing the range 0, insisting that he has a jab that's 1 frame faster than Jack's, and that he has mids that will make Jack not want to go low, and the full crouch that is. So Arslan keeping it aggressive. I'm taking notes on this for sure. Although the sad part is the game is kind of ending, so my notes on this won't really matter. I wish I knew this sooner, but it's still cool to see. I think it'll up my analysis game in the future. And I think that's a... Wow, he missed the whip punish. Way late, and then eats it down forward, too. I was going to say, just like people might feel like they may have wasted time on a character in this game if they didn't come back, that was a stiff roll. It might be argued that I'm wasting my time analyzing this match, but the way I see it is that the skill of analysis can continue to be improved. So even though I won't get to apply these things in my own matches, I think it's good to look at it, understand it, and then get better at the skill for Tekken 8. Anakin is spamming the lows, has gotten half HP. Spring kick is blocked. Small punish. Back 2, finding its mark. Goes mid. Oh my god, what did he do? Did he jab? He 1-2'd. Debug went under. Throws the Rage Drive back. Down back 3. MYK commentator screaming double Luigi. As in it's 1-1 final round. Final round. I don't know why it's called double Luigi. Anakin getting really comfy with his timings. Arslan still playing the range 0 game. Counter hit 1+2 is insane there. I have no idea how he found this. Anakin whiffed the first hit of the string. But I'm confused why he didn't just pick down forward 2. Up forward 1. 2-2 up forward 1. He did a PhiDX. He did a PhiDX, you guys. 2-2 up forward 1. PhiDX special. I left my mark. That's all I got. That's not a PhiDX special. I learned that from Europe. But I was definitely one of the first to make it popular. You know what I'm saying? And again, sidewalk left here on the low. And a simple 1-2-2 to kill. Arslan, so dominant, playing 2 side characters and performing on the world stage. By the way, spoiler warning now. I'm going to go through the rest of the results, the top 8 bracket. If you need to click away, go ahead. But let me know. Let me know in the comments if you clicked away because you didn't want to be spoiled and you wanted to watch the group stage later. Okay? Like, that helps me out a lot. Now, basically, the group stage is very long. Each group was like 3 hours. And there are more highlights to share. You know what? I'm going to share one highlight right now after we go through the results. So, stay tuned. Spoiler warning. Group A, Ulsan makes it out on the winner's side. Rangchu, again, I mentioned that the point format is game by game, not total set. So you can see here that Ulsan won 6 games, 2. However, he lost 3 games total, so that's why he has 3 points. Rangchu has the same score, but because he lost to Ulsan directly, Ulsan advances on the winner's side. That's how that works. Unfortunately, Joey Fury from the US not making it, Joka from the UK not making it, and Super Akuma from France not making it as well. Tournament mainstays, finalists in almost every year of this game, except for Joka. I think Joka is a bit newer. He was in the finalists last year and this year. I could be wrong if he was not before that, but as I understand it, Joka is pretty new and extremely successful. That said, it's a tough end to their season, but I'm sure we'll see way more of them in Tekken 8. Group B's results. Group B, assuming my timestamp is right, there we go. Arslan Ash again, 7 points out the top. Total dominance, only losing that Nina game to Anakin. And Ao making it out on the loser side. Unfortunately, that's the end for Anakin. Raif from Saudi Arabia and Kokoma from Korea. Kokoma having unfortunate controller issues, costing him, well, consistent gameplay. That one's really tough. Next part, Junding saves Tekken. That's a spoiler. Okay, so hang on. Group C's... Actually, wait, no, I have to do the Junding moment first before I look at the Group C moments. Group C moments. Okay. So, let me paint a picture for y'all, okay? If it loads. Alright, okay. If for some reason this takes really long to load, I'm going to put a timestamp, okay? And you can jump to the timestamp. This hotel Wi-Fi is really doing in my dramatic sense of timing. So, keep that in mind. There will be a timestamp below if you need to jump ahead. Aha! Clutch. So, Junding. Look at the score. It's 1-1. Junding is up 2-0. He won the first game. Atif won the second game. And now, the winner of this one qualifies, period. The loser does not make it to top 8. This is not for winners or loser side placing. This is simply to get in to the event, okay? Now, I'm going to speed through this pretty quickly. Atif is generating a lot of meter, spends it there, but doesn't get off the combo. Now, the crowd at this point, I wish they had the crowd noise mic'd up, but they're going crazy. Little handstand trickery to beat Atif's mid. Junding gets float. When I was in the crowd, I didn't know that worked. That was absolutely shocking to me that Akuma got that much of a combo. Caught him with some keep out. Boom. Look at the crowd. Everybody wants Akuma to lose. Atif is actually an incredible regular Tekken player, but he picks Akuma because he says, like, why not? You're kind of trolling if you don't, right? Which is true. But everybody was on Junding's side here. Unfortunately, great whiff punish from Atif. And Junding not afraid to come in swing again. Infinite stage, obviously, wow. Colossal mistake, no punish. Obviously, infinite stage and running away from Akuma is advantageous, but without a health lead, it's not working out. And with no meter, Atif is able to find the counter hit. Keeping it safe, throwing a mid. What a rage art! Oh my god. Junding's rage arts this whole tournament have gone absolutely crazy. Last hit situation, Junding set to eliminate Atif from the TWT finals. Yep, that's what the commentators say. The loser goes home. This is not a winners losers thing. This is going home. Fireballs. Junding just does not want to die here and throw huge plus frames. What do? You have to completely guess. You cannot mash there. And Atif's clutch once again showing. I did a video on Atif's clutch before. It was actually on both players' clutch, but Atif is so incredible under pressure. Down 4. Atif still has no meter, but he's getting that float on the handstand is huge. Look at all the meter he's building from this combo. Mounted, reversed. Bah, 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 bah. As soon as Atif gets meter, it is so ugly, and every hit on every blocked hit continues to stack his meter. That's why it's so useful to just backdash and not engage. Don't let him gain meter at any means, by any means. He's one hit away from meter. That's why Atif did this down 2. Atif put this down 2 out because he would, if he counter hit that, he can confirm into the combo. He now has meter. 17, 15 seconds. Even though I've seen this, it continues to be a nerve-wracking moment. And I want to show you guys the crowd reaction after the set. Look at the time. Look at the time. Counter hit. But unfortunately, not enough time. He would have won with like 2 more seconds. And now, what was once a guaranteed win, looking like it, is a final round. Junding gets the first counter hit. Half HP. No meter yet for Akuma. There's only been 8 seconds of the round. He's mashing. No meter. He knows he has to kill him before the meter comes out. The launch punish misses. And Atif's ready for the whiff punish. Low parry. This kills, right? Spring kick, but a punish. This was probably the highlight of the tournament, aside from the Nina and Noctis pick. Noctis pick for me, obviously. Look at this reaction from the crowd perspective. I called this, I was hanging with Ulsan at the time, and I said Akuma Independence Day. Or he said Akuma Independence Day, and I tweeted that with his approval, of course. Look at this. Look at that. Look at how happy everybody is. The crowd was electric, man. There's Ulsan recording. John Dick, John Dick. People were cheering Eddie. There were so many different chants. It felt like a football stadium. European football, of course. That was an incredible performance. So, the reason I said that's a spoiler is because, obviously, now we know John Ding has made it out. These are the standings. John Ding with 0 points, but beating Atif in the head-to-head means he makes it out. Low-high, dominating this side of the bracket. 2-0, beating everybody, but 2-1 against Book and John Ding. That's why he has 6 even points. So we'll see him on the winner's side of the bracket. Last thing, I won't be a full match coverage. This is the Group D results. CBM versus Knee was the final match, and CBM won the head-to-head 2-0. Prior to this, Knee had 5 points, and CBM had 1. So it was almost guaranteed that Knee would show up on the winner's side. He just had to beat CBM 2-1 or 2-1. However, by CBM winning 2-0, actually no, Knee could have lost 2-1, but that 2-0 victory evened the score 3-3, and because it's head-to-head, CBM advances on the winner's side. Very, very clutch. Knee picked Brian and then picked Paul. And in both cases, he was very, very close to winning, but CBM is the one who pulled it out in the end. Pause. That was really, really unexpected on my part, although in retrospect, CBM's style seems almost precision-tailored. Nice combo. Wow, I didn't see this in the moment. CBM's style feels almost precision-tailored to fight Knee. Knee not taking mix-ups on immediate timing after Noctis goes -9, where that's kind of one of Noctis' main weaknesses. And CBM kind of running away with a lot of -9 frames and not dying for it. Big duck and punish. That's the thing, Knee was up 2 rounds, and it looked like he was going to be chilling. Like, he just needed to win 1 game. But this is a taxing tournament, you guys. Do you see this? 12 hours of straight Tekken, and Knee having the final block at the end of the day around 8 p.m., 8:30. This is really, really hard. This style of event is not just, I can't remember if I said this at the beginning, but not just showing up and playing your best and training the best. It's about who's in the best condition, who can maintain their energy levels, who can show up with the most focus. It's a lot. It's a very, very taxing event. So obviously, props to Nee for making it, period. But, you know, he's getting old. And maintaining your energy in these kinds of settings is really, really difficult. And that's not to take away from CBM's victory. You know, obviously, I'm a Noctis fan. So we were happy to see CBM succeed. He needed this to even make it in. Had he not won this set, Daniel Motto would have been the one who qualified. But Nee insisting on playing the neutral very safe and just finding small counter hits or pokes, and CBM out poking him, truthfully. Back two, not getting, Nee's not playing any mix-ups on these back twos. I talked to Lohai, and he said, you need to mix up. You have +9. Do something. Take your frames. But Nee insisted on not doing that. And there, the back two finally kills Nee, or CBM celebrating an awesome victory. That 2-0 was really, really good. Absolutely wonderful. Now, let's check the results again one more time. I did not cover who was defeated. Daniel Motto, who was the results of that match determined if Daniel Motto made it. If CBM lost, Daniel Motto makes it. Unfortunately, CBM won. It was out of his hands at that point. Chikarin did not make it as well, a former champion in his own right, playing many characters. He played Lydia, Geese. I don't know if we saw the Leroy. Really late in the day. And Tibetano, unfortunately, not able to qualify for the top 8, but he put on an amazing show. Despite what the results show, it was cool to watch his gameplay live. I know I did a video on him previously and commend him for his performance. And, yes, that's it, I believe. I'm going to timestamp here, I think, as end spoiler. Let me go back to the beginning or something. Maybe play some matches. If you guys stuck around this long, I really, really appreciate it, by the way. So thank you for sticking around. Let me make sure to pull up a match. Humdy Humdy Hum. Joe Crush versus John Ding. No. We want the match where Joe Crush. This is, I guess, the final highlight. Joe Crush versus Book. Joe Crush versus Book. Joe Crush versus Book. Okay. This was cool. Okay. End spoiler. You're in the clear. Woohoo. Okay. So I just finished covering the results, and there were some really cool matches in there that were determined by the results. So, you know, if you are okay with being spoiled, I actually recommend looking at the section you just skipped, because there were some really cool results that I couldn't show without spoiling. But there were really cool matches in there, okay? I promise. This is Joe Crush versus Book. Joe Crush, the LCQ winner, did not put on an amazing show throughout his time here, but he did his Joe Crush thing and 2-0'd Book. The way he played was so classical Joe Crush. Everybody in America was like, yeah, we knew you did it, bro. We knew you were going to do that. Tony up here is like, you've done that to me 10 million times. That guy missed. That sucks, man. This guy missed his high five. No, I feel for you. Yo, Joe Crush, you're going to watch this video, and you got to shout that guy out in the comments, bro. You did him so dirty. That was messed up. But Joe Crush put on an absolutely amazing show. He did his thing, and we love that. We really, really love that. Incredible success from a breakout player in America. Our generation does not have a lot of like dominant players in the world, right? There's a lot of talent in America, but not a lot of us have proven it. And Joe Crush is the one to prove it with the Gamers 8 tournament, that $1 million tournament, and now here in the Tekken World Tour Finals doing his Joe Crush thing and showing why everybody in America is so scared of him. The classic. The classic, man. So that's going to do it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for sticking around. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment if I missed anything or you want to see specific matches from the group stage that I should analyze. I know that Tekken 7's wrapping up, but I think it's still worth doing. And if you have nothing to say, just leave an emoji or something. You know, that helps me out. I'll catch you in the next one. Oh, and subscribe if you haven't done that. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out.